Good evening, everyone. This is David with Bolivar Live. We've got storms rolling into Galveston, and we're going to give you first view coverage. Right now, I'm in Port Bolivar, Texas, down on the south tip of Bolivar, and we've been watching it. And I'm going to pan around here, but we're going to run over to Frenchtown Road and watch it come across the bay, or maybe even go across the Gulf, go up to Fort Travis, and we ought to be able to catch it going off the beachfront there. But I've been hearing thunder for quite some time. My wife just came in from Crystal Beach and said she could see the lightning. And so I'm looking at the radar here, and I didn't have time to get it hooked up, but you might want to, if you're down here, check the radar. We've got a line of red coming across the bay right now. It looks like it's just getting ready to go off Smith Point from what I'm looking at here. And we're going to take a ride. There you can see what it looks like I'm looking back to the southeast right now as it goes down towards the beachfront. And we're going to go down the loop and hit the beachfront there, and then be able to look back as it come. I saw one little water spout drop down as I was setting up. I'm at the post office here, and it went back up, but I imagine as it goes off the beachfront, and there you can see what it looks like back to the north coming in. And I'm going to turn a little bit so you can see back to the northeast where the skies are clear. And so this is just approaching Bolivar Peninsula, and I've been hearing thunder for quite some time. So we're going to head down Loop 108 and hit the beachfront and watch it as it goes off the beach, and be able to track it as it comes across the bay. Camera's loose here. As it comes across the bay. But first, this Bolivar Live is brought to you by Latitude 29 Surf Shop. When you're looking for pure coastal pleasures through surfboards, boogie boards, clothing, bags, coastal decor, and more, head on over to Latitude 29 Surf Shop. Located in the middle of Crystal Beach, Texas, open 7 days a week for your shopping pleasure in the big, bright yellow building. You won't be able to miss it. Okay, we're heading down Loop 108. We're going to go back to 87 and then cut across and go down Retillion Road to the beachfront, because I think that's where we'll get the best view of this as it comes in. The rain, we're just starting to see some drops of rain now. And looking at the radar on my computer here, the brunt of it looks like it's just going off the north shoreline now. Starting to break into the bay, and this is a line runs east and west from Sabine Pass all the way over to the other side of Houston, it looks like. Now you can see for a little bit we'll be looking back towards the south where it hasn't come yet. But like I said, they were talking about it last night on one of the Beaumont stations about it hitting about 7 or 8 o'clock tonight, and they're not off by much. We had some storms coming in from the east, and I'm not a weather person. I'm just repeating what I hear. Storms coming in from the east, and then we have a little front coming down. And I say little because it's not going to drop it's going to drop the temperatures from 98 to 90, which will be a little pleasure for us. And I'm sure the humidity will probably be down a little bit more. So let me get across 87 here, and we'll head on down to Retillion Road. Just so you'll know, a little history here. Retillion Road was a clue on one of the treasure hunts, the hunt for Bolivar. And while you're sitting there listening, grab you a pen and write down Retillion Road or Retillion backwards. And tell me what that spells. Put it in the comments there. and tell me what it spells backwards. Used to be called Dump Road, if I'm not mistaken, but spell Rtillion backwards and put in the comment what it spells. And that was one of the clues in one of the hunt for Bolivar. I think whenever I had it, I think the Strimple sisters found it, it was in a pipe hanging and had a clip on a piece of fishing line, and I'd put it down in this pole right here by this outhouse, down one of those poles, and they found the clip. They actually dropped it down in the pole and had to fish it out. But anyway, we're on the beachfront now, and I'm going to turn back to the east so that you can see what it looks like as it's coming over the Gulf. And the wind's starting to pick up a little bit here. I'm zoomed out. But there you can see as it comes over the Gulf. If you're on the beach, you might want to take cover. And there's a pretty good shelf cloud back here, it looks like. I'm going to back up a little bit so you can see it. This is where it gets light there. That's looking back towards like Texas City, actually, over Frenchtown Road. Look like a little water spout maybe trying to drop down right there. Let's zoom in on it, or is it just a cloud? A lot of times when these go off the beachfront especially, or come across the bay, you'll see some water spouts drop down. The wind's definitely picked up here a little bit, not bad. But anyway, my wife was bored, tired of me being at the house, so I figured I'd come out here and do a live feed and probably stay in the good graces of her this evening. Get ready for the weekend while we're watching this. We've got a lot going on down here. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You're not going to want to miss it. Friday night, the Port Bolivar Volunteer Fire Department cook-off kicks off. Southern Broadband was down today. We got part of the internet hooked up, going to finish it tomorrow morning, so we hopefully by noon we have a live webcam going down there. Teams will start moving in tomorrow evening or Friday morning. Then that goes on all weekend, Friday and Saturday. Saturday at noon we have the Hardheads Bolivar rig run, weather permitting. Right now things are looking good, and we have the rig run, and it's going to be about, if you go down the road by Seaside Lumber and hit the beach and then look for the mast, you'll see them. A lot of sailboats have signed up for this. It's going to be a great event. Horn goes off at noon. They race out to the rig offshore, go around the rig and back. They do use a Portsmouth rating, and so even though a boat comes in first, it could push it further first, or it could push it back a little bit, or a second place boat could come in first. So if you sail, you'll know what I'm talking about there, because I don't. And then Sunday. Sunday we have a fajita dinner, chicken and beef, at the Highland High School. And this is for the Strimple family. I guess the Highland High School is doing it. Beef and chicken fajitas with all the fixing. They'll start serving at 6 p.m. And I figure they'll serve till 8 or so, or until they run out. They will have some desserts there, I believe. And they also now have raffle items and an auction. And so we'll have some more information on that. But that is Sunday evening at the Highland High School. I believe it's 2113 6th Street. I know it's on 6th Street, and that goes off Highway 87 there around the gas station or so. And so you'll be able to find 6th Street, just head east on it, and you'll be able to, trust me, you'll be able to see the vehicles. We're going to be up there doing some live coverage and letting y'all know what's going on. And this is for an awesome family from Port Bolivar, for Caden. He has a lot of friends down here in the schools and vacationers and homeowners down here. And so this is for the Caden Stremple family. But you can find a lot of it online on Facebook, I believe, under the Cardinal. Cardinals is a high school there. So anyway, here's your coverage of the front that's coming off Bolivar Peninsula now. It's in the bay and just starting to push off the front. Don't see any water spouts or anything. Let me clean my windshield here a little bit. And we'll spin around here and look back to the east and see what's going on that way. It's moved out into the Gulf pretty good, and you can see some rain back to the east coming down. We're just getting some sprinkles here. And there we go. I'll back up a little bit so you can see it as it moves into the Gulf. Look like we're going to get some pretty good rain, and actually we could use a little rain down here. The beach needs to be packed down. It's getting to get some of the sugar sand around, and just the vegetation. They were talking about how many counties had gone on to burn bans, and I don't want to see that down here because that puts the fire department on red alert just about, watching because of all the pasture and the marsh we have down here. And I noticed a lot of the marsh ponds that I go by and look at have dried up now too, and so we want to wet everything back up so we could use a couple inches of rain, because we don't want it this weekend. We've got too many events going on down here. And boy, there's a sort of pretty picture there. Let me zoom in a little bit and we see if we see anything drop down. But if you're just joining us, this is David with Bolivar Live. I'm here on Bolivar Peninsula watching this front that's going to give us a little bit of relief maybe from the heat. I know I was outside with Chris at Southern Broadband today, and it was hot. I don't know how many bottles of water I went through. Make sure you keep yourself hydrated this time of year because it is hot, and it's the humidity down here. Just saw lightning flash back through my mirror. So, but you can see we're covered up now. It's moved offshore. You can see we've got that north wind now there on the water. Let me zoom in on the water a little bit, and you can see the difference there. Those are raindrops. Those weren't birds. But you can see the water here as it's changing. Lighten it up a little bit and I'll zoom in. Kayaker coming in, it looks like. Let me zoom out a little bit and see if we can get any of the lightning, because it's raining. Looks like it's raining pretty good back towards the Sabine area there. And we haven't seen it here. Actually, we hadn't seen that much lightning. I'm really surprised. Let me start the radar and refresh it and see where it is. It might have died out a little bit on us. A lot of times whenever it gets down here, it breaks apart. No, it's offshore. It's Sabine Pass and about halfway across the bay. Look like about Rollover Pass. They're getting a pretty good rain shower, and there's some lightning there, and it just hadn't made it to us yet, so I'm sure it'll be here pretty quick. You can see some rain there. I thought we'd see a water spout drop down a little bit, but you can see it's dark clouds. And it was sunny skies in paradise all day today. It was really a pretty day down here, hot. Still seeing some vacationers down here. I saw in the news tonight where a lot of the schools had gone back. started school today in Houston. I don't think our kids down here start until the 26th, if I'm not mistaken. And so we're getting ready. Tomorrow's Thursday. We're going to wind down, getting the event cam up down on the trailer for the barbecue cook-off. And we'll be out there live tomorrow evening if people are setting up. I know that they're going to fire up the pits early Friday morning. They are selling barbecue plates there. I believe it's 2 and 3 meat plates, and I'll have some more information on that. So plan on coming down to the Port Bolivar Barbecue Cook-Off Saturday and get you some great barbecue. The funds go to a great cause. They've got some neat raffle items, auction items that they have there, and I believe they're going to sell tickets where you drop it in the bucket. And we'll get some more information on that and some of the donors and let you know exactly what's going on down there for the cook-off. We're excited about being involved with it this year and being able to stream live from down there for the cook-off. They have 2 fundraisers at the Port Bolivar Volunteer Fire Department. This one in August, and then they have another one in March that is phenomenal. Oysters. If you love oysters, listen in and go ahead and make plans to be down here. Usually it's about the 2nd or 3rd weekend in March, and we don't have the date yet, but as soon as we get it, we'll get it up on our event calendar. We did a lot of updates this week on the event calendar on some events this fall, and so you can go to our event calendar on BolivarPeninsulaTexas.com and see exactly what's going on which weekend here on our 27 Miles of Paradise. We've got a lot of fishing tournaments coming up. The Stingray Slam Fishing Tournament, I know that's the first one, I believe, is coming up. We'll have some more information on it next week and start talking about it. Also, during that tournament, they do have the kids' hardhead tournament, and the kids love that. They're at Stingray Restaurant. Kids have poles. They have plenty of people helping, and the big hardhead tournament. And there's some fierce competition there, and I'm sure we'll be down there streaming it live that day or that Saturday morning for the hardhead tournament. So make sure to bring your kids down to that. And we have Gabby's birthday party. My lab, we're going to have it at the big store, I believe October 5th, and proceeds from that go to the Cade Fund in Winnie at the Winnie Vet Clinic, which that takes care of pets that are dumped down here on Bolivar or that are lost that need vetting. Tracy Barnett's in charge of that and does a great job taking care of the pets, make sure they get back to their owners or make sure they find a new home and are taken care of. She's done a great job building that up and does a great job working, helping people, especially during fireworks season. A lot of pets get scared and run off. We even found a lab one time that had been lost. We were on a fishing trip, and it was actually on the Intercoastal down by Rollover Pass. So anyway, and then we've got the Brad and Big Rich's Cajun Chef's Cook-Off coming up. That's always a fun time there at Stingray Restaurant. Live Cajun music all day. You can enter your team. They have a Bloody Mary. They have Bloody Mary, seafood gumbo, and then Chef's Choice. And that's a good fundraiser this year. I believe it goes to the Garth House. And I'll have some more information on that. I'm getting all that stuff together. We'll start talking about all these other events this next week in October. So anyway, hope y'all are safe. Wanted to let you see what the weather's like. Look like we're going to get a little rain out of it, and that's okay because we need some rain down here. Don't think it's going to hurt the any of the events this weekend. From what I'm seeing, rain chances aren't real heavy down here. So plan on coming down and enjoying some of the barbecue cook-off at the cook-off. Enjoy the sailboat races on the beach front. Saturday at noon, the Hardheads Bolivar Rig Run. We'll be down there showing that as the race goes on. And then Sunday, you can either drive up to Highland or on your way home pick up some beef or chicken fajita dinner for the benefit for the Caden Stremple family. So we're going to head on out. Looks like everything's going good. We're going to get some rain. Don't see anything bad. They said we might have some 40-mile-an-hour winds, but I haven't seen it yet. The rain's fixing to hit us. I'm going to get back to the house. We're going to go back down and see what's on the tip of Bolivar. If you want to stay with us, feel free to. Remember, you can see Bolivar Live anytime through our 10 live streaming webcams. We'll also have the event cam up starting tomorrow at some point. On the cook-off grounds down, we've got the Bolivar Live mobile studio down there. We'll be broadcasting from down there during the event, probably even tomorrow. And so you can go to our website, BolivarPeninsulaTexas.com. Look under the webcams. We've got 10 live streaming webcams on there. 9 right now, 10 when we get the event cam back up. You can see 3 on the beachfront, 1 at Rollover Pass, 1 at Stingray showing the bay. We have 3 at Fort Travis that show the lighthouse, Seawolf Park, the Anchorage area, the beauty of Fort Travis. We have the event calendar on the website. You can see all the events going on down here and when they happen. Live music calendar. You can see when the live music, who's playing where, what weekend. And we've got a great weekend coming up, opening weekend of deer season for all the ladies. Stay tuned. We're going to bring you some more information on that next week. I talked to Brad today, and he's put together some great bands for that weekend. I call it Widowers Weekend for all the deer hunters that don't take their wives with them. So anyway, stay tuned. Follow us here on Facebook. You can also find us on Instagram. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Twitter, all Bolivar Live. Follow us, be a supporter on our Facebook page. And until next time, this is Dave with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us this weekend. Say hi to me. Let us know where you're listening from. Give us a thumbs up. Until next time, God bless and bye-bye.